Howdy folks, it's time for another Waterloo math contest. We're going to start off with question number 1 in this video from the grade 8 level Gauss contest from the year 2001. Okay, so we're just going to go through that first question in this video. We're going to progress and take a look at question number 2 in the next video and so forth. Okay, so let's jump in, take a look at the contest. We're looking at the grade 8 level Gauss contest, not to be confused with the grade 7 level Gauss. If you're looking for the 2001 grade 7 Gauss contest, you'll have to go to another video on my channel. And as I say, this one's written in 2001. Of course, you can click the link in the description to get a copy of this contest for yourself. I do encourage you to try it before you actually watch the solution in this video or in my later videos, because it's really important if you want to do these contests in real life and get a good score. It's important to try them on your own. So, every question in Part A, and there are 10 questions in Part A, every question is worth 5 marks, and then in Part B, they're worth 6 marks, and we'll get to the last 5 questions in Part C, which are each worth 8 marks later on. But as I say, we're just doing question number 1 in this video. And question number 1 reads as follows. In 1998, the population of Canada was 30.3 million. Which number is the same as 30.3 million? Okay, and we're given a whole bunch of options here. So this question is really just sort of testing, do we understand how the decimal system that we use works? Can we convert numbers from their just written out numerical form to more colloquial 30.3 million as opposed to 30,300,000, which turns out to be the right answer. Okay, so how do we go about doing this question? Well, there's a couple ways. If we know what 30.3 million looks like, we could just write it out and say, oh, yep, it's this one here, circle it, and we're all set. Another thing to do is to say, oh, 30.3 million, that's really close to 30 million, right? So which of these answers is really close to 30 million? And you can probably narrow down and maybe take a guess or use other factors to rule it out. But one way to do it, we'll grab our piece of paper here. $30.3 million. Well, if I had 30 million, that would be 30 copies of a million. So 30.3 million is really just 30.3 copies of a million. Well, how do we do copies in math? How do we do multiple of something? We do multiplication. So 30.3 million should be 30.3 times 1 million. Well, what's 1 million? 1 followed by 6 zeros. Hopefully we're familiar with that, but if you're not, that's okay. 1,000 is 3 zeros, a million is 6 zeros, a billion is 9 zeros, a trillion is 12 zeros, and it continues on like that. So at this point we can grab our calculator. 30.3 times 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. We typically group things by 3s. So on a calculator, when I'm trying to write out 1 million, I go 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, and then I go 0, 0, 0 again. I do it in groups of 3 so I know what I'm talking about. If I wanted to do multiplied by, say, 100,000, well, 100 isn't quite 1,000, so it's 2 zeros. So 2 zeros, and then it's 100,000, so 2 zeros followed by 3 zeros. If I wanted 10 billion, I would do 1 zero for the 10, and then 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 to create the billion. But we're talking about 30.3 times 1 million. Plug it in on the calculator, press equals, and I get 303. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay? So I'll just write that down. And this is the proper way to think about it. I mean, we're hopefully familiar with numbers like 30 million and 2 million and something like that. But you don't often in everyday life say 30.3 million. And what you have to do is remember, just as we do in this question, that 30.3 million is just 30.3 copies of a million. It's like doing work with some fractions or decimals, and so to get the true answer, we need to multiply. So now let's see where amongst our solutions is 30.3 million, 30,300,000, and that's answer number A. So we're going to write that down. And that gives us the answer to question number 1. Join me in the next video for question number 2 on the 2001 Grade 8 Gauss paper. You guys have been wonderful. Make sure to click the link in the description and try the contest on your own, and I'll see you in the next video.